Alright, boys, time for another reaction, but this time it's different because I'm reacting to me. Well, technically, no, I'm reacting to Steel, but I'm in this, I'm the thing I'm reacting to. Reacting to the Eeveelution Cypher. And everybody in here, like, we got Max Austin as Eevee, Mentally Limited as Vaporeon, Leo Barkey as Jolteon. I think that's how you pronounce it. Leo Barkey. Leo, if you're watching this, tell me, I guess. Me as Flareon, that kid Scott as Umbreon, B Biddy Boop as Espeon, Big Mac as Leafeon, Steel as Glaceon, and Crystalline, sorry, I don't have my glasses on, Crystalline as Sylveon. So, this is gonna be cool. Unless, oh, if you hear anything in the background, that's probably the rain. I live in Florida and it's summer. Summer is rain season. It's so, do I have this volume up enough? I don't think I do. No, I don't. By the way, this beat goes crazy. Alright, so the beat goes crazy. I should know. I was on it. Well, I've listened to all these verses, but I haven't paid attention to the lyrics, which is always what I do when I think I'm gonna react to something, because I don't want to hold out. But I now I'm gonna look at the lyrics, look at the bars, you know. So Max Austin is Eevee, all that. Yeah, it was supposed to come out in June. Yeah. Anyway. I will. Alright, so the first half of the verse is kind of odd, but not bad flow-wise, and lyrics are pretty alright, like, nothing special. Yeah. From what I can tell, the first half of this verse has nothing special in it, but alright, so that was not a good flow, to be entirely honest. I didn't really like that. Quick attack on the rap after I punch back. That's a nice line, but flow-wise, it wasn't rapped very well, I'm gonna say. Quick attack on the rap after I punch back. That's not a bad bar, though. It'll whack on the track, thinking I'd be crap. Like, that's not a bad, those aren't bad bars, it's just, the flow's a little off. Alright, now we got Mentally Limited as Vaporeon. Yeah, obviously. And, I feel like there are going to be a lot of bars pertaining to that one copy pasta we all know, so Get 'em Wet is probably, that's what it's referencing. Yep. Yeah, there we go. If you sleep on me, that's too hard. I'm just gonna skip over that bar right quick. No, I mean, that was a pretty good flow right there. Alright. Yeah, passing it on to Jolteon, that's basically what that was said. Oh, by the way, I showed this to my friend because I was proud that it was my first feature, and her favorite verse was Jolteon, so let's hear it, Mr. Leo. Fold switching missile and pin up some hits to your dome. Pin missile was known as Jolteon's big move. That was like Jolteon's signature move back in Gen 1. I don't think it was, because it's a bug-type move, so I don't know why it would be his signature move, but I definitely heard that somewhere before, at least. Dog and I'm wired to hook up the trodes. Wired trodes, as in electrodes. Just a lot of electricity bars so far. With great flow, I have to say. Paralyze you with no glare, because glare is a move that paralyzes. That's definitely a bar I didn't get, right? Yeah. I'm gonna run that back, because I did not get any of that. That's what I'm gonna miss. Keep a thing and I hit like a fling, it's a crit. So crit, yeah, fling, the Pokemon move. I didn't know Jolteon could learn that. I don't know if Jolteon can learn that, but I assume. Couldn't pay for a line, get a ping and I dip. If you ain't on my time, pull a string and you trip. I ain't bugging or nothing, but still got their moves. That's what I was referencing. The pin missile. I ain't bugging or nothing, but I still got their move. That's a good bar right there. I like that bar. Because pin missile being Jolteon's big old special move. At least, I think it was in the anime. I think in the first episode we saw Jolteon in, that was the big thing. That was the big Jolteon move. Yeah. Ain't bugging or nothing, but still got their moves. I like that bar. Enough of your running, sit down for the juice. So I'm running the train, don't be shocked when you lose. Alright. Oh, I wonder who's up next. I'm fired up, have dead in a flash. I'm gonna explain my bars, because why not? But most of them should be obvious. Also, this verse I'm still pretty proud of, to be entirely honest. Like, I like this verse. It's not one of my better ones, but I like it. It's much better than the first verse I submitted when I didn't have my trusty microphone over here. So it's much better. I imagine a world where you got that instead of this. Actually good verse, so. I'm fired up, have you dead in a flash. Fire Flash being the ability that Flareon has, where it just kind of absorbs. No, Flash Fire being the ability that Flareon has, where it just absorbs the fire-type moves. All the other Pokemon see my attack stat and dash. Yeah, Flareon, for some reason, has the same attack as Machamp, and that is... Whew. Getting flare blitzed by that. Ah, man. Also, dash is a reference to one of Eevee's abilities, Runaway. But that Runaway doesn't rhyme with Flash. When your girlie sleep with me, she love my flame sack. So, like, flame sack, obviously a reference to the genitalia. But, also the fire sack that Flareon has in its Pokedex entries. If your trainers mesh with me, I'll make them red and turn them ash. The first two protagonists of Pokemon. I'll make them red and turn them ash. Get it? It's funny. No, I've been at it for eons. When you see my flare, kind of had to do it. When I'm cooking on my ops, I like a medium rare. So I was just thinking of words that rhymed with flare and rare. Rare came up, and I was like, I can make a cooking reference. You know, I get mad at my friend Bubbles for having so many sexual references in his verses. But honestly, I do it too. But try to fight me in a brawl, you wouldn't dare. I swear. Alright, now we got that kid Scott as Umbreon, so... Umbreon is my favorite evolution, so Scott, get it done. See me roaming through the night, don't need a stone for me to evolve. I like the way that sounded, for one, and don't need a stone for me to evolve, roaming through the night, because that's how Umbreon evolves. Oh, the Gardevoir. The magic, see the mirror, magic bouncing back at enemies. Magic bounce being an ability that Umbreon has, where status conditions bounce off and go back to whoever sent them. So see the mirror was probably for that. About to throw some shade, no canopy. Hey. Royal Blue, I'd be so shiny, baton pass it to my team. Alright. That was a good verse. I liked the way that flowed most. There were some nice bars in there, but I mostly like the flow, I would say. Back with the Suavemon, brains with no small brawn. Because Espeon, big brainy Pokemon, you know. Oh, somebody else made the Eon bar. Let's go. Hodgepodge. There are so many lovely words I want to use in a rap at some point. I want to use hodgepodge in a rap because it's just like I want to use poppycock, I want to use kerfuffle, I want to use hodgepodge, I want to use those kind of words in a rap because it's just so funny to me. Espionage. Because Espeon. Espionage is not what Espeon is named after, but that's what, espionage, like that. That's a good bar. Ready to get X'd out, meet me in the Coliseum. Hey, Coliseum bar. Hey, Coliseum bars, let's go! Living for the day. Say it's Carpe Diem. Carpe Diem seize the day, all that. Alright, not a bad flow right there. Alright, that was a nice flowy verse. I liked it. Did you expect it to go up in flames? You expected it to go up in flames. Which it didn't. This was a good Cypher. But like Glaceon's here to freeze it down, steal Glaceon. That was also a nice flow verse. I liked the way that flowed. Yeah, Sylvie raps colors of the trans flag, because when Sylveon's shiny, well, Sylveon normally has the colors of the trans flag as well, but it's more obvious when it's shiny. Yeah, that was a very nice Cypher. I very much enjoyed being in it, listening to it, watching it. Thank you, Steel, for having me. And goodbye, people.